going? I hope it's going well. Just bear with me. I'm gonna see if this thing is streaming. So sorry. Okay. But yeah, like, I hope, like, maybe, perhaps you've seen, like, the little clips that I made previously about Jax. But there are some things that you should know about Jax, especially if you're a Jax main, if you like to play with this character. There are ways of augmenting this fellow to just have more fun. And that's what I like to discover. Fun. Okay, so yes, hi there, my name is Dave. Thank you so much for watching this video. God bless you. Thank you for taking time out of your day to join me in, I guess a little discussion about Jax. Some discoveries to just make, your time in Mortal Kombat 11 with this character more enjoyable. So, I must thank King Black. Yes, thank you. God bless you. Because, you definitely pointed out, like, some holes in my previous video on Jax. So, when I was previously making these augmented videos, they were more geared towards co-op. On how to get easy wins in co-op. Because I saw a lot of people struggling in co-op. But now the depth of these sort of augment videos has sort of like deepened to the point where I want to discuss both single player and multiplayer. So yes, single player was missing as well. We didn't really talk about his abilities or his AI behavior. So I guess the best place to start is perhaps with what I've already done. So Jax can be done for either physical damage resistance or damage increase. And these are the two options. And I choose the physical damage resistance as, like, my co-op option because, like, I suck. I have low skill. I'm alive. So what I have here are just a whole bunch of Blood Dragon augments that increase physical damage resistance. So as you see there, you're getting 60 from the Thumper. Whoa! Then you're getting 10 from the Buckle. And then you're getting another 40 from the Bionic Arms. In total, that's 110 physical damage resistance. And previous to patch 1.14, what this used to mean was that upon hit, you would be healed a little tiny bit of health. Anything with a physical damage resistance greater than 100 would have allowed you to get healed. Now, post that patch, like, augments have been nerfed, you know, they call these stupid things exploits. So, yeah, now Jax takes just a little teensy tiny bit of damage. But, you know, it's not as nice as it was before, but essentially these are the augments that you're going to want to get. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be using them for the primary purpose of, you know, whatever their main buff is. Like, for instance, I'm not good with pulling off a quad grab. That's like a three-way directional input. What? Okay, anyways. And then, like, this one, I don't use. Buckshot has terrible range, and then, like, receive 9% less damage in round 2. Well, that's fine for AI purposes when you're going into, you know, best of 3. Especially tag battle, there is no round 2. So this augment isn't even activating its primary purpose. These augments here are just for the damage resistance. Now, this is the previous AI build that I was using with Jax, and quite honestly, you may not need Duck and Weave or Expert Grappler. Expert Grappler doesn't allow you to finish anything with combos, extend into combos. Expert Grappler opens up a crushing blow, just one. You can achieve it through 3 different moves, but yeah, it's not really extending combos. But, you know, staying alive, ducking and weaving, these are good things. Good things. But on an AI, like, going into very hard with this character, he's gonna survive. Definitely gonna survive. So this was the previous AI distribution that I had, but this was for co-op. Mind you, this was all for co-op. So AI behaviors didn't really matter because, you know, you're using the character yourself in the co-op. But I mean, you could use those AI behaviors and you would still find some reasonable success. However, because of Mr. King Black's comment, I went back to Jax because I know that I did not touch on one of his most wonderful augments, and I can't really make it work in co-op, but in AI, this AI character, he's definitely going to use this augment to the fullest potential. So the best augment I say here is ring their bell. Inflict 9% more damage for each hit in a combo. So if you don't have two of these, this is a really good thing to grind for. Physical, most global damage buff. Right? So, like I say, I'm always augmenting for the most damage getting, like, from these global buffs. So this is what I have here equipped. These augments don't necessarily utilize the primary buff, like, stiff armed. I hate that move, because it always pushes the guy away, right? So I like it when my AI does not use stiff armed. But it's giving me plus 3% global damage off the thumper. As well, the buckle here, I went with tenderizer. He does have options, but I think perhaps tenderizer is the best option because quad grab, this is a really good move. A really good move that works well with ring their bell. So quad grab, you're doing, like, you know, moderate amounts of damage, especially if the AI chooses, you know, to switch sides with the quad grab. He does a lot of damage, around 400. Around 400. And you may get better consistency with using quad grab as an ability. So instead of running, I would say take the abilities that I was showing in the previous variation for co-op. If you go with quad grab, I feel like this is the best way of making quad grab work, is with these three abilities. You will get good success with this. However, he does not do his maximum damage with quad grab. So this is why I had other abilities there. So, the abilities that I went with are Ripped, Burning Hammer, and Ground Shatter. Ground Shatter is really just to stop the AI from using the ground pound, because he does like to use the ground pound a lot. So when he uses the ground shatter, there's less frequency of him just using a ground pound, which does nothing for combos. It's really more of like a projectile thing. You don't want him using the ground pound, I feel. Ground shatter is good because it pops up the enemy for, you know, a juggle combo. So potentially the AI can use this, but he's never used it for me. Instead, what he does is he does a Ripped Amplify plus a Burning Hammer Amplify. And if he does both of these amplified in a combo, he's getting 469. 469. So I have these AI behaviors here. I don't think that I'm very open to the idea of playing around with these values. So like in my previous AI behaviors for Jax, I had the combos at 28. This at 26 and something else here. But the point is that you can really play around with these numbers. So like I change my mind frequently. I'm wishy-washy on the subject, so like sometimes, you know, combos may be 30, sometimes it may be 28, but I feel for now, in the moment, this is what I'm using for Jax. 26 grappling, 4 rushdown, 30 combos. Now, if you drop combos too much, he's gonna start throwing. Start throwing a lot. Nothing wrong with doing throws, but the idea is to try and maximize the number of hits in a combo such that you really get a lot of benefit out of this Ring Their Bell augment. So once again, Ring Their Bell, and then you augment for global damage. Now, Just an additional point, you may be wondering why I'm using unstoppable metal here. Because I feel like there is a better option, especially if you're going into co-op with this character. Burning Workout heating up builds 9% heat. I found that when I equipped this augment, he was just acting really differently. Really differently than intended. So I just stuck with what I was using before. I don't know, with some of these like regular characters on the main roster, I feel like just sometimes switching an augment is sufficient to alter their AI behavior in some like unscripted way, which is, I don't know, really finicky. Really finicky. So let's go into Towers of Time. I just want to demonstrate that Jax is capable. Very capable. So let's use the new variation that I've created for him. Circumcised arms. Wow. Okay, so yeah, the previous one was brown cocoa skin. He was for co-op. I still love him best for co-op, and he does the gold standard very well. I mean, he must, because he has 110% physical damage resistance. But this one I have here is really meant for damage. Really meant for damage. So I would suggest using this as like what you would want to use for AI grinding if you were using him, because he's able to do it quicker than the previous variation that I created. So as you see there, he does some increased damage, right? With that gotcha grab. Thankfully, he's switching sides, which is the best way of getting damage, I find, with the gotcha grab. But, the quad grab, if you go with the quad grab abilities with Duck and Weave and Expert Grappler, he will do the quad grab more consistently, which is sometimes better than seeing him just, I don't know what he's doing here. He's not going for the Burning Hammer. But, you won't get the maximum damage numbers if you don't use, I feel, Ripped and Burning Hammer. However, there's, like, what is this laser just interrupting him? And Scorpion broke out in that first round. Damn it. Like I say, they're not able to pull off their maximum numbers if the opponent breaks away, or they're interrupted by some stupid modifier. Ugh. But if you are a very skilled player with Jax, I would recommend you augment your character in a similar way, such that you're using Ring Their Bell, and actually, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Because I feel like for like the best co-op player who can handle everything, see, a nice 469 combo. And he eats a crushing blow. Damn it, Jax. Damn it, Jax. Kill this Shank Sun. Yay! Wow, he read that, get up roll with, like, a little hop attack. Usually I go for throws when I see that stuff happening in Combat League. Me and Jax are different, I guess. He just ate a spike from the ground. Oh. Okay, so as you see there, wow, that gotcha grab is doing nice damage. Nice damage. Yeah, so like the other thing is if you use the quad grab, he somehow forgets how to use the gotcha grab. I don't know what's going on. So I would love it if like the AI could perform consistently with both the gotcha and the quad grab, but pull off nice numbers above 400, I like these abilities more. Ripped, Burning Hammer, and Ground Shatter. Ground Shatter. Yes. Okay. So I'm not going to take Jax into co-op, because I did that previously in a previous video. And I'm a Jade main. I don't want to forget my Jade buttons. But, I think that we should talk a little bit about, like, if you are a skilled player and you're not using Jax in a just, like, well, I consider him in a cheap way. If I use him in a cheap way, where I just like block and uppercut, that's my cheap way of doing everything. But like if you're doing that, like what I do, you would want to use all of these like physical damage resistance augments. With these, you're getting 110, right? Now, when you come over to this variation, you're getting the most damage potential out of Jax, augmented as such. I would say that there is like a medium of augment situation where you would want to go with ring their bell. Where is that? Ring their bell, and then let's go with, here we go, tenderizer, and then let's get your miss. Yes. Alright, so if you're like a more skilled player with Jax, I would say that these augments are probably the best combination. Here you're getting the plus 9% global damage, and you wouldn't be getting that with the blood damage augment. So I would say use this one more. Moreover, you have like options here, so choose the highest tier global damage buff associated with whatever like special ability you like to run on your Jax. I like the quad grab. Even though I suck with three-way directional input, I find it's more consistent than the gotcha grab. You would also want to have this ring their bell augment, inflict 9% more damage for each hit in a combo. Really overpowered. What this essentially means, like if you saw like that little clip of that fatal blow, like he can kill like a regular opponent with just one fatal blow because he gets 15 hits in his fatal blow. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Especially if you hit confirm into the fatal blow, you would be able to do even more damage. So yeah, unfortunately, I did not hit confirm that fatal blow, but whatever. But I would say that this augment here is what you would really want to run as a Jax main in co-op, because plus 60 physical resistance from one gear piece, that's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, if you are just like newer to Jax, I would say like here are the training wheels. Like you're not gonna fall down if you have 110% physical damage increase. But yeah, don't be fooled. You definitely want the 4.5% global damage off of this, because it's the difference. It's really essentially a difference between 6% or 9%. That's a big difference, that 3%. So, yeah. Yeah, like, I think that I've covered pretty much everything that I wanted to in this video about Mr. Jax. Like, I hope that was clear. I hope that I've demonstrated to you that he's able to do 400 plus combos consistently. I mean, like, I think that Jax is perhaps a character that is slept on, because people always go to Baraka or Devora if they're thinking about augments. But Jax is just as equally skilled and as good as those other characters. Maybe he doesn't have a fatal blow that's just as easy win as them, but for us, like somebody who knows a Jax combo, I know none. But for someone who knows a combo with Jax, you're going to be able to do so much damage with him with Ring Their Bell. Essentially, this whole video should be called Get Ring Their Bell for Jax, because it's amazing. Yay! Ring their bell. So yeah, God bless you, all of those watching on YouTube. No comments, that's fine. I'm okay with it. As you can see, I can just talk to myself endlessly. So yes, thank you so much for watching. Like, God bless you. Like, thank you for taking time out of your day. For all of those new watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, appreciated. I hope you're staying well, staying healthy. I'm about to go risk my life for Burger King, because I want chicken strips. Yes. Don't be stupid like me. Stay indoors. Yes. Okay. Bye. God bless you. Peace.